Do you want to know why you are where you are? Whether you're successful or not? One word: habits. Habits are powerful and we all have them. Habits are powerful and we all have them. Habits are the invisible architecture of our lives. They are the routines and behaviors that we perform almost automatically, often without consciously thinking about it. The reason why you are where you are is because of the habits that you do without thinking. The habits that you have formed over the years are determining where you are. If you want to change where you're going to be in the next 5 years, you got to change your habits. The power of habits lies in their power to shape our actions and consequently our destinies. So you have to think about your habits. What habits do you have? Positive habits are building blocks for successful and a fulfilling life. Positive habits are building blocks for a successful and fulfilling life. One of the greatest advantages of having habits is their ability to bypass resistance that often accompanies new challenges or new tasks. Habits can help you accompany resistance that is accompanied when you're trying to do something new. Habits are formed through a three-step process or a three-step neuropathological model. That is, there's a cue, there's a routine, and there's a reward. So habits are formed through a cue, a routine, and a reward. If you continue repeating that cue, the routine, and the reward, eventually habits are formed. Some people say it takes 21 days to form a habit. All right. I want to give you quickly 4 tips to break old habits. 4 tips to break old habits. If you have a habit that you're trying to break, you obviously know the cue, the routine, and the reward. The first thing that you need to look at is how to replace the routine. So if you have an habit that you're trying to replace, look at how to replace the routine. You might not necessarily be able to replace the cue, but you can replace the routine. Sometimes a cue could be an advert on TV, somebody eating a burger. Somebody biting into a burger can be a cue for you to go onto your phone and order McD's. And you have been doing that over time, and it has become a habit. Takeaways have become a habit. It's just an example. So look at the cue and then look at how to replace the routine. That is the first way to build good habits or replace bad habits, is to look for what to replace the routine with. So next time you see a McDonald's burger, you can choose to replace it with a certain routine. And then you get the advantage of that routine. That's number one. Number one way of breaking a habit: look for ways to replace the routine that comes after the cue. Number two, second way of dealing with breaking bad habits or building good habits, is to have reminders. Create reminders and notifications. Sometimes some people put stickers on their windows. Some people put stickers on their fridge. When they're about to open the fridge and go for that fizzy drink, they put a sticker that reminds them about their goal to have a summer body. Different people have different reminders. Sometimes some people have changed people's names on the phone. They have started labeling other people "do not answer." It's a reminder of why you shouldn't speak to that person. Because maybe if you speak to that person, you're going to a certain routine that makes you stay in the bad habit. So you need to create reminder. Create a set of reminders for yourself and note throughout the day that reminds you of several things. Number 3, You need to use mindfulness. You need to use mindfulness if you're trying to break bad habits. Mindfulness is going to make you become aware of your actions. Mindfulness is going to make you become aware of your actions. Therefore, you need to practice mindfulness. You need to be present in the moment. Because what happens is with habits is you start by not thinking about it, and you just find yourself doing it. So unconsciously, you're actually doing something. But when you practice mindfulness, mindfulness means you're present in the moment. Mindfulness means you are aware of what you're doing and there's a reason to what you're doing. Number 4, when we speak about breaking bad habits, we need to speak about preparing yourself for mistakes. You are going to make mistakes. It's a guarantee. You need to prepare yourself for that. So if you're going to break bad habits, don't get bogged up by the fact that you keep tripping over. You are going to trip over once in a while. Don't let that bog you down. That's number 4. So I've given you 4 tips on how to break bad habits. Number 1, replace the old habit. Replace the routine with a new routine. So when a cue comes, it takes you to a certain routine. Replace that routine with a different routine that gives you almost the same results. Number 2, create reminders. Look for ways to put reminders around you. Put reminders, whether it's in your car, in your bedroom, on the fridge, or on your phone. Put reminders. Number 3, develop the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness means you are present in the moment. It's going to help you be present in the moment. It's going to help you be more conscious when you're doing whatever you're doing, especially if you're trying to change your habits. Number 4, prepare to make mistakes. As you're trying to develop new good habits, prepare to make mistakes. So habits are very important. The reason why you are where you are, whether it's good or bad, is because of habits. Habits, we do them without even thinking. I've given you 4 reasons or 4 ways to break bad habits.